Is it feeling a little heavy in here? No, it's not. It's lightweights. Roll the intro music.
Welcome back to the podcast. If you guys like what you're seeing so far, hit this subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and give it a like. Everyone leave Mike some love. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Mike.
Is it your birthday? No. Oh my goodness.
Do you want us to sing the happy birthday tune?
No, because also I think you get demonetized because that song is copyrighted.
Is it
That's why you
actually?
never see it in movies.
Who owns the happy birthday song?
It's like someone wrote it in way back in the day. It's like a traditional song. The melody is a traditional melody that was written by someone, and then that family has owned the copyright. Then they put the happy birthday lyrics to it. But if you notice in movies, you never really hear the full happy birthday song.
They didn't sing. Where like the girl who's like the elephant is like, happy birthday, dear grandpa.
In what?
The movie Sing, the animated movie with the singing animals. Also Indian in the Cupboard.
Do they do the full song? I think they can't do the full song. They have to cut it off like before the
okay.
fair use.
What crazy blows my mind.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Thank you for joining us.
What blows my mind is like when Winnie the Pooh copyright goes away, and then they make a Winnie the Pooh horror movie, and then Peter Pan copyright goes away, and then they make a Peter Pan horror movie.
Yeah.
How is that? How is that legal?
How is that legal?
Well, that's the whole idea of copyright, is that it expires, and that
After 100 years?
Well, Disney's been doing a thing where they try to like keep extending it, but I think Steamboat Willie was like the first version of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, little whistling silent film.
That guy
Mickey.
is now like copyright free.
So we can make a horror movie about Steamboat Willie right now.
Or like Dracula or Frankenstein. I think those are in the public domain now.
Yes.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and once it's in public domain, it's out there forever. You can't recopyright it.
Then everyone can use it, and it allows art to be.
And that happens like with a lot of like paintings as well. Like you can use all of that imagery in anything that you want to make. If you want to put that on a shirt and put it in a film and all of that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you could recopyright it, and then Disney just owns it again.
No.
No.
They try to do
like
that.
That's something that they would want to do.
Yeah.
But I guess they still own Disney, so you can't be like Disney's Winnie the Pooh.
No, it would have to be the copyright-free version.
Yeah.
Congratulations on hitting 100,000 subscribers on this channel, Joe.
Let's give it up for Joe. If you guys have not subscribed to the Good Influences and Hoot and a Half podcast, please do. We would love to get a plaque and rub it. Or just join Joe's glow.
Why would you rub it in my face?
No, exactly, because you already have it. I was speaking without thinking.
I do want that gold plaque, though. I've seen it. Haven't had it yet.
Gold plaque is what, for
1
$1 million?
1
Do we know anyone
million.
with the 10 million?
Yeah, David got it,
He's
right?
got 10 million subs?
Brandon Rogers is at 7 million.
It's so hard to get that last few million. To
Is it? With shorts now, I feel like you could hit it. Easy.
Are people subscribing from shorts? Is that what's going on YouTube now?
Yeah.
That's how people are discovering it.
Yeah.
Is it diamond? Is there anything valuable about the plaque itself, or it's just the look of it?
I
That
don't
Doesn't
think
even
so.
say the person's name on it.
it doesn't.
I don't think so.
The 10 million?
The 10 million looks like a diamond, like the middle of it.
There's the 100 million that like Mr. Beast has and PewDiePie that only like a few people have the 100 million plaque.
Oh.
That one I think is worth something.
Real quick, guys, this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Life can be overwhelming, and we all face challenges every day. Sometimes they feel impossible to tackle alone, whether it's stress, anxiety, or you're just feeling stuck. Talking to someone can really help make a difference. And that's where today's sponsor, BetterHelp, comes in. I was recently dealing with some family issues, and BetterHelp was there to help guide me through the situation. If you don't know, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform offering professional, affordable, and convenient mental health support. With thousands of licensed therapists available, you can find someone who fits your needs without the hassle of the in-person appointments. Just fill out a quick questionnaire, and BetterHelp will help match you with the therapist in as little as 48 hours. You can message, call, video chat from the comfort of your own home whenever it works for you. No waiting rooms, no long commutes, just professional support right at your fingertips. And because taking care of your mental health should be easy and accessible, BetterHelp is offering the Lightweights podcast listeners 10% off your very first month. All you have to do is visit betterhelp.com/itsjoe to get started today. Take control of your mental health with BetterHelp, because you deserve to feel your best. Real quick, let's talk about personal grooming. Grooming isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. So whether you're suiting up for a big meeting or gearing up for a date or just tackling the day, the right tools make all the difference. Take care of your skin and skip the cuts and irritation. Meet the Beard and Balls Bundle from Manscaped. Your all-in-one grooming solution to keep you polished from head to toe, or more precisely, from beard to balls. Join over 12 million men worldwide who trusted Manscaped and use use code LIGHTWEIGHTS for 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. The all-in-one grooming beard hedger is your go-to for precise beard trimming, and the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra takes care of everything below the waist because confidence starts with the right tools. With skin-safe technology, it's designed to minimize nicks and irritation. These tools are gentle where it matters most and keep your skin feeling great. Plus, you can enjoy 60 minutes of runtime with the beard hedger and 75 minutes with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, ample time to perfect your look without being rushed. Plus, both devices are waterproof, allowing for convenient use in the shower and easy cleaning afterwards. So again, don't cut corners on your grooming routine. Upgrade to the Beard and Balls bundle from Manscaped. Visit manscaped.com and use code LIGHTWEIGHTS for 20% off your purchase plus free shipping. With Manscaped, your skin will thank you. Now back to the podcast. I drove by the Menendez Brothers' house the other day.
You did?
It was eerie.
Didn't somebody just buy it?
Did they?
I don't know. Maybe I imagined that.
There's that gate in front of it that says no entering, but the front light's on.
Oh, how tall is the gate? Like, can you see at least the front doorway
It's
from
a
the
see-through
street?
gate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a see-through gate, and you could easily scale it if you... It's like 8 feet tall. It's a
I
gate
would
8 feet tall.
totally go to a party at the Menendez Brothers' house.
No, I never get eerie, weird feelings.
I think if
this
it's like
bad.
an iconic murder that the entire world knows about and it's like big in pop culture, I think it's a little kind of fun.
But why would someone buy it?
To do exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, you think they're buying it as like an investment piece? Come to the Menendez
Yes,
house.
I think it's also part of like kind of Hollywood history too.
Yeah, but
like,
it's just in a neighborhood.
Yeah, but you can host some stuff there, I think for sure.
Would you go to an event there?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, I would go.
If they whatever their parents there, is that what happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
they did.
remember the full story.
Oh, you didn't watch the...
No.
Oh,
and they like
man.
went to a
few
basketball game too, right?
There is a famous trading card
That's what it is.
of a...
Rookie card of someone, right?
and it was during their little free run after they murdered their parents, and they were just using their money going around buying Rolexes, buying nice cars, buying courtside seats at games, that they are both on the courtside seat in the shot that is on a professional player's basketball
Is like
trading
in
card.
between when they killed their parents and when they got caught.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be released. What happened with that?
I'm not sure. There was also that Netflix documentary where they were talking to them and stuff. I think their trial is being like revisited because they were abused and they killed their abusers. So shouldn't we let them free?
But do you want to be waiting in the grocery store next to them when you're buying your groceries?
I genuinely think they'll be pretty well behaved after spending all that time in prison. I think. Well, I think Lyle is more innocent than Eric. I think Eric is more evil than Lyle.
He's the one that planned it.
Yes.
Are they
Right.
twins or one's older?
One's older.
Eric's older. Lyle's the younger one. I don't know. I think Lyle's a little bit more innocent and sweet, but I don't know, and don't come for me if I have it wrong.
Joe, you asked me to buy you like 20 of the whatever Kanye West was selling on his website, those T-shirts. So the order just came through. Did you?
Oh, yeah,
Did you want me to
Joe.
ship those Kanye T-shirts to your house? I didn't see what they were. I assume he has like some new merch.
I can't
out.
believe you would buy those for him.
I mean, I didn't. Joe just said, "Hey, can you just place this order on Yeezy.com?" And I said, "How many do you want?" He said 20. He gave me his credit card info.
With the last name Sheffer, they even allowed that you would buy them?
Is there something wrong with what was on the shirts?
Oh, you haven't seen it,
I haven't
Mike?
seen him. Joe just said he was really excited about Kanye's new merch, and I just said, "Joe, I mean, if you want me to buy it for you, I will."
What are you doing? I did not think. Did you see the Super Bowl commercial?
I didn't watch the Super Bowl at all. I missed it.
What were you doing?
You always have like the hottest takes.
We work and talk and do podcasts and talk about pop culture and
How
things
do you
going on.
skip that?
And you can't. You skip like a big event in pop culture. What were you doing?
I had some errands I wanted to catch up on. That
You went grocery store shopping?
I did. I went to Costco. I did some laundry. I went to a glasses store to check out some new glasses. I figured everyone else is going to be busy. It's a
Don't
Sunday.
you have an in-unit laundry machine?
Yeah, I did my loads of laundry in my house. It was
And you
like,
could have just looked at the TV while it was on?
oh, I didn't. But like, then you have to figure out what channel it's on and sign in and this and that. I'll see who won. I didn't have any money on it.
Who won?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
There you go.
Which is, I think, the right team that we wanted to win, right?
Yeah, I was rooting for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's like America's team.
Absolutely.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think of the commercials?
The commercials were funny. Some commercials just felt like normal commercials. They
Yeah.
didn't even feel Super Bowl-esque, which I was a little like disappointed by. And what was my favorite commercial? I did like the Lilo and Stitch one. That was really close to the beginning, where it looked like you were watching the game, but Lilo like
is
gets
on the field
on like the cart and stuff. And I like Seal being a seal.
That was a good one. That one sticks out, and the Doritos sticks out, but nothing else was like a poppin' commercial.
Do you remember the one where it was a commercial that just made it look like someone hit the menu button on the TV and then it like zoomed out and everyone in America was like, wait, whoa, put the show back. I
think that was last year. It was like the Tubi commercial or something like that.
So good.
I watched it on Tubi this year.
You did?
Yeah.
You pay for Tubi?
No, it's free.
I'm curious to try Tubi. I don't want to bad talk Tubi, but okay, it's free.
What Mike said, it's so hard to figure out where to watch things these days.
Yeah. And Google doesn't give you the answer either.
And sometimes even when it does, it's wrong.
Yeah, or Google will say, where to watch the Super Bowl. You'll click an article, and it goes, do you want to watch the Super Bowl? When is the Super Bowl this year? The Super Bowl, and it's just all SEO, and you have to scroll and scroll and scroll, and that doesn't even give you the answer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Usually I would just go to the website, and I feel like I would see.
What website? Where are you going?
To the Super Bowl website.
Oh, like NFL.com?
And then it would say Peacock presents Super Bowl, or Hulu presents Super Bowl.
It doesn't do that, because mine even said Tubi presents Super Bowl.
Okay.
But it's like Daron, my brother, we have a shared account, and I had to keep sending him the like code for the sign in. And he's like, "Oh, I'm trying to sign in on the Fox News Sports account," and it goes to the Comcast account. And
it does get pretty fucking complicated, and there's so many versions of Fox. Like here,
Fox
it's like Fox Sports, or it's like Fox 4, your local news channel, and then it's like Fox News, and you're like, who would watch that? Like, yeah.
I did like I watched Kendrick Lamar's thing. That was really, really
sick.
His
you mean
halftime
his
show?
Super Bowl performance?
Yeah, the halftime.
Are you a Kendrick fan?
I actually am not a Kendrick fan.
Did you liked it though?
I respect him. I get it. I just, for whatever reason, I don't like his music that much, but I get it.
I like Kendrick's music. I don't like vibe. I'm like an active fan. Like I have.
I did see someone that was like, Kendrick Lamar fans are the Taylor Swift fans of rap, where like people just like dissect every word and everything, and it's all of this, which is fun. But his performance with like Serena Williams,
Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam,
and
the whole thing, it being like a PlayStation controller, and PlayStation's made by Sony, and who's signed to Sony? Drake.
That I didn't understand. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And Serena Williams used to date Drake, and she also got in trouble for doing that dance after like a tennis match. People were like, this is outrageous, blah blah blah, and then she did it on the Super Bowl. That was very cool. And if you noticed, all the people on stage were dressed in red, white, and blue, like the American flag. And then when they fell down, they kind of made the shape of Kanye's new merch to show like, this is what's taking over America right now. Wow. And he was also like, you picked the right time but the wrong guy when Trump was in the audience too. It was sick. I really liked it.
It was pretty badass.
A lot of layers to Kendrick.
I do think though, my only critique about the entire performance.
Oh, here we go.
I'm serious. And no, I'll stand by it.
If I ever meet him, I'll make sure to tell him.
It just felt like, I feel like if I was at the Super Bowl, I feel like the whole thing was like for a camera. Maybe that was part of like the intended message, and it's not for the audience. But like,
I think that's how it always is.
Some Super Bowl performances have been towards the audience. I feel like when they're down in like the X and filming them in that nook and cranny, I'd be like, if you were in the audience, I guess you would just be looking at the Jumbotron.
I think
but it didn't seem like.
But more people are going to see the videoed performance than
exactly. But I mean, you pay a top dollar at the Super Bowl. I think you would want to see like a performance.
Would you ever pay $12,000 if your team made it to the Super Bowl?
$12,000, absolutely not. For one ticket, no. I feel like if I was like 65 and I had like enough disposable income to treat myself, and it was like the Cowboys and a bunch of friends going, yeah, I could see myself spending. Like,
I had a friend who spent like $3,500 on a ticket and he got to go.
Yeah.
If you wait till like 10 minutes before the Super Bowl starts, ticket prices go down so much. So this friend of mine, he flies to wherever the Super Bowl is every year, doesn't buy a ticket, basically goes to the stadium, waits until maybe even like after the game starts, because then it's just people are just, I will sell it for anything. I don't want to lose money. You can get a great discount.
That's crazy.
So he paid like $3,000. I got a sick ticket.
He sits by himself.
He went with a friend. He had like a couple friends.
But is he there because he's a big fan of one of the teams?
He's an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
So he went to both Eagles Super Bowls.
Right.
Yeah. What?
It's interesting.
I don't even know if I'd want to. I feel like I'd go to the Super Bowl.
A bucket list time. One time, why not?
It just seems like such a schlep to get in and out of the Super Bowl, fly to whatever city they're having it in, getting a hotel. Like, it's not just the cost of the ticket. It's like a month's long worth of.
I want like a guaranteed like pre-party and after-party VIP tailgate. Like I bet they do a good job at like ushering you to like an event space after.
Not if you're a regular ticket holder.
I feel like every ticket holder deserves to like go.
But they don't get that. It's just
I mean,
a regular
I'm not talking
game.
about getting to the hottest party where everyone's celebrating like the actual team, but like it's some type of fucking expo I can walk around and we have, One Republic performing a song.
Well, that's why it makes
something. I just think it should be like Coachella. It's just like a 3-day thing. When you have the ticket, you get to go like enjoy the game. There's day one is something. I just think for that price tag, you should get a little bit more. But that's just
fair.
Yeah. Who do you think the best performer of the national anthem ever was? And there's only one answer, gentlemen.
Whitney Houston.
Correct.
Come on.
10 points.
Joe.
She did the Super Bowl?
No, she did the national anthem. Have you ever seen it?
No.
It is the best live performance of the national anthem in history.
When you just did that,
And it's a damn shame she's no longer with us.
do you remember your Vine? You're the one I want.
Wait,
sure
what?
do.
That was
oh
on
my
Vine?
gosh, this is a fun podcast. Yes.
Because that face right there just did it.
Oh, where his yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Man, Patricia's so lucky that just creeps out.
Oh my gosh, I know. I can't believe she married me.
You guys
I
are probably
really-
kissing and it gets hot and heavy and then you just
I
get
just
in the
bust
face.
that out right on her.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, is everything all right with this camera?
What are you like with your wife when you guys are getting hot and heavy?
Oh, I do your Vine face.
You're like, WrestleMania! Here we go! Boom! Boom!
Oh, Costco guys, huh? Pretty cool.
Were they in a Super Bowl commercial at all?
No, but they were there.
They should have been, because I was like, for sure, expecting them to be in a Super Bowl commercial.
I think that kid's gonna kill his dad.
Don't.
Jesus.
I saw
Don't.
behind the scenes of them. Did you see this video?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was like one day.
Dude.
No.
I feel like these little influencer kids whose parents are running their shit. That is like some dark
He
energy.
was just trying to do a good job.
Yeah,
I know, but-
It's
there's
their
a script,
business, father
dude.
son.
I know, but dude, don't.
You
He
tell Matt
seems-
the same stuff when you're filming your sponsors.
Matt and I are friends. He's not. I'm not his legal guardian where I control if he eats or not. Like, I don't know. This whole parents influencer thing is a little. It's gonna get.
Oh yeah, maybe you're right.
Who is the favorite halftime show performance that you've seen?
The only one I remember is Eminem, 50 Cent, Dre, Snoop Dogg.
That was cool.
That's a really great. Oh, well, I think when Prince sang "Purple
Purple
Rain"
Rain, and
while
it
it
started
rained. I
raining.
don't have any memory of watching that as a kid, but I think that's one of the most iconic ones of all time.
That's a really good
And
one.
I really liked The Weeknd when he did that a couple years back.
Interesting. I kind of remember that.
I'd like The Weeknd.
I was pretty excited when Red Hot Chili Peppers did it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they were good.
That was cool. Michael Jackson's is very iconic because he lit on fire.
Oh,
right?
he like teleports and stuff
Wait,
too.
did he light on fire during the Super Bowl?
No, he got lit on fire during a Pepsi, commercial.
But there was a couple weeks ago. I just went on a Michael Jackson live, just watching his performances. Nobody even comes close to what that guy did. Like you watch a Taylor Swift, you're like, wow, this is great. Or a Olivia Rodrigo, we have great pop stars. Sure, what this dude was doing in like 1985, 1988, he's like Jesus coming to life for these people.
What is it? The dance moves?
Everything, the performance, the lighting, the dance moves,
outfits.
the
He
outfits.
just transformed what a show could be for people too.
It's so much beyond just like a dude singing the song. It is performance art at the highest level. The dancing, the singing, the music, the band, and the people are just like.
Did you ever watch his documentary?
This is it.
I never got around to it, but it was basically him rehearsing for what was going to be, I don't know, his final tour, and then he
Yes.
died while making it. And
Correct.
Kenny Ortega was also producing it, who did High School Musical, Hocus Pocus show.
Know your audience.
It was good. It's like tough because they weren't planning to make that a documentary. They were just recording it for maybe like a B-side of a DVD, and then they turned it into a documentary. But man, you want to just feel good about like America and the music and pop and what theater and theatrics and like a live show could be. Could put on like a Michael Jackson 1988. It's just on the big screen, amazing.
And they have all footage with Michael.
What do you mean?
There's real hangout footage with Michael in that documentary.
Oh, in the documentary, yeah, you see him being like, yeah, so like I want it like on the record or hold this a little bit longer. When you hit this move, you really got to put your right foot. Like you see him teaching the other dancers. He's just such a perfectionist and such a true like artist of what he believes in, and the output is like, it's unbelievable that he was alive at the same time other people were alive. It almost feels like this is not even possible for a human being to do.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think he did it?
I don't know. I'm sure there was some weird shit going on.
I know. I go so back and forth on it. Like 5 years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, he did. And then sometimes I'm like, no, I don't think he did.
I don't think we'll ever know the actual truth. I also haven't seen the documentary, the HBO miniseries, whatever that was, when it came out. It seemed a little like really fucking dark and terrible. And I just was like, I don't need this right now.
I've never seen it.
What's your favorite song of his?
Thriller, obviously.
Yeah, Thriller's good. A little seasonal.
Billie Jean.
A little seasonal.
Billie
Jean.
Jean's a great
Oh,
song.
Man in the Mirror.
Yeah.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Not trying to get flagged.
Yeah, dude,
Black
that's
and
spot
white?
on, too.
Black and white's great.
Black or white? Is it black and white?
Black or white.
My baby, it don't matter if you're black
or
or white. Macaulay Culkin's in the music video.
Leave Me Alone is a great one. Dirty Diana.
Oh yeah. Smooth Criminal.
Smooth.
Bum, bum, da-da-dun-dun, da-da-dun-dun. I bet Joe likes the Alien Ant Farm version more.
Are you excited for Warped Tour coming back?
When is it coming back this year? Who's headlining Warped Tour?
It's the same day as My Chemical Romance, man. It's a whole issue.
How could they do that?
Is
Tell me
this
about it.
Emo husband doing this? Like,
I think
is it
he's
emo night
something
thing?
with it.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing, but
I bet they're
something
doing
with
a
it.
set at Warped Tour. Like,
No, but I felt like emo night and Warped Tour were like collaborating in some way.
I'm not sure. What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I'll be at a rehearsal dinner for a wedding.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's where you're going?
Is that how you're
Yes.
treating your wife?
Uh,
On your first Valentine's
She's a
Day
bridesmaid.
together?
She's going to be busy. I got her pajamas. I did.
Well, last
she's her
year
birthday
you-
coming up, and that's going to be like...
last year you went to like a boat or something, right?
We went to a boat, like an Airbnb on our like first Valentine's Day together.
Or where did you go? Catalina Island, maybe I'm thinking of?
We did go to Catalina one time on another time. But
I just have
not
to know
for
where he's at all
Valentine's
times because we
Day.
have these podcasts, we have brand deals. I got to know what his schedule
I
is.
can't remember
and-
what we did for Valentine's Day last year. Oh, I think we ate at like the Hollywood Tower or something. We just did dinner. But we
Wait, so you're going to a wedding next week? Or this
Yes.
weekend?
He's got
two
two
weddings.
weddings.
Damn.
Yeah,
This guy doesn't stop. How many weddings you clocking in this year?
a lot.
How
Have
many?
you ever calculated
8 or 10.
how much money you've spent on weddings?
I don't look about it as the money. I look at it the memories.
But do you know the dollar figure?
No.
What's the
And I
most
don't-
costly
I don't
part?
care
The
to. I
flights?
actually think it's money well spent.
The flights,
It
the
is.
hotel.
Because most of the weddings are people who came to our wedding.
Yeah.
So you got to return the favor,
Yeah.
and it's just that time of life. It's not going to be weddings all the time.
That was one of your best TikToks was the I want to dance with somebody TikTok.
Oh yeah,
That's a good one. You
That
know what I'm
is a
talking
good
about?
one.
No.
One of Matt's most viral videos of 2024. Come on, Joe. Do your research.
it's just me singing Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
It starts off with the picture of like, I promise her I'll behave at the wedding, and then it cuts to Matt wearing like a sparkly wig, just singing a song. I watch that probably once a month just to feel something.
Should make another one at this wedding.
Yeah.
Can you catch me up on your dating life?
No.
Why? Why do we always cut it? I'm so curious.
Mike did write down for this week. Go on a date.
Did you?
Yeah, it just feels like it needs to be a task that I complete because, it's just a difficult, frustrating, and time-consuming and energy draining endeavor.
Costly.
Cost is not as bad as I thought.
What are you breaking it down to now? Just a drink?
Now I'm gonna start doing just drinks.
Oh, I met a really good girl. I think for you, maybe this past weekend. But I need to
Oh.
look into if she is.
Jewish.
Want to make sure it's all kosher.
Appreciate that. Matt is really good at keeping an eye out for girls.
I think she could be, but I thought she was pretty great.
I could take a
And
look.
I think you
and
guys would get along.
I can usually tell pretty quickly if they're.
Okay, I'll show you
aligned.
after. I don't want to
Thank
say
you,
your
Matt.
name.
Where's your go-to date spot?
It depends on where the girl lives. I try to make it as convenient for them as
You
possible.
go toward them.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
don't
check
like
in
to-
with her? Like, okay, so you say, oh, you live in that area. Do you give her options? Like, what kind of cuisine are we talking about? Or you pick where it's going to be, and you make her deal with it on what.
options? Wait, what?
So, like,
No.
hey, are you feeling like maybe you can do Asian? Do you want to do like?
No. I am of the opinion that the least amount of decisions or uncertainty a girl needs to make, the better it is. You don't want to be asking a million questions. A girl in 2025, in my experience, or a woman, I should say, wants to know a time and a place and know that there's a reservation made, it's locked in, and that's it. Like,
How early are you getting there?
I usually aim to get to the place 10 minutes early. So I can either park or valet and then check in, get the seat.
You're sitting at the table.
This is a big etiquette question I have for both of you. If you arrive to a date early, And the hostess or host will say, hey, your table's available. Would you like to sit or would you like to wait? Is it proper etiquette to go and get the seat or wait at the front with the host for you to sit until your date gets there?
I'd wait, but I feel like etiquette is you go sit down.
No, I'd go get the seat, and then just when you see her arriving, you pick up and let her open the chair for her to sit
she's never
down.
met. If it's a first date that you've never met the person like from an app, she's gonna just have to find you. Like, what do you tell her? Do you say, hey?
Yeah, I'll say where the seat is in the restaurant and stuff, and then she like walks in and is
do you
like,
say, come and find me?
Yeah, I think I would like let her know where I'm at, because I don't like, oh, let's meet at the host stand. Hi, hey, how are you? Okay, well, we're ready. Our full party's
in front
here,
of the host,
and then you're like trying to side talk to her like your whole way through, and the girl's flustered. She might want to maybe check in a coat too, like giving her just that space to like enter rather than just like, I don't like meeting at a hostess stand. I think it's proper to meet and greet at the table.
I think that is the right answer. And I've been on so many dates, but like I used to just always go 50-50. All right, I'm just going to wait this time or I'm going to get the seat. One time I just asked ChatGPT. I was like nervous and I was like, do I go to, and GPT was like, well, it depends. I was like, great fucking answer, GPT. But I think Matt's correct. You go, you get the seat, you take control of the situation. And then what I also will do is I'll just say, let me know when you're here and I'll come get you. And then I get up and meet them and then take them back to the table so the host doesn't need to do that.
I've seen too many shows where you just see that person that's sitting down there. You're like, oh, nope. And then they turn around and they leave.
Does that happen to you a lot on
all
dates
the
that you used to go on?
I usually, if the date was walking in and we make eye contact, I would go.
No, you gotta do this. Where's my hug?
Where's my hug? Or just be like, hey, hi.
Oh, hey, little
right
finger.
Here.
Come on, bring it in. I'm a hugger. No, never do that.
No, never do that.
Are you drinking on that first date?
I think drinking on a first date is the worst thing you could do.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Don't
drink to get drunk, but have some cocktails. Get to know each other. Break the barrier.
No, I fully disagree. On a first date,
but then it makes the girl uncomfortable because maybe she has worked a really tough day all fucking week, and she's been looking forward to this dinner, and she just wants a nice glass of wine with her meal. But
if she wants to have a glass of wine,
now you're not drinking. It makes her being like, well, it's gonna look weird if I'm drinking. I think it makes someone else comfortable to like.
That sounds like
an
insecure alcoholic talking.
I don't know. I think that does kind of cross, especially it's the first time where you are getting to know a person. You want that person to feel comfortable with you.
I got lines I can dish out. Hey,
if you don't drink, obviously that's fine.
Sorry, it's a school night, not drinking tonight. But by all means, have a glass of wine. Maybe I'll get a beer, and then I don't get the beer. I'm not going to make it like, oh, you're going to drink a glass of wine on a first date?
No.
Ugh.
I'm not. No, you would not verbally give that vibe off. This is just thinking about just making someone comfortable. It's like they don't want to be the only person drinking.
Yeah, no, I'm like, yeah, it's a school night. I'm probably not going to drink anything tonight. Maybe I'll have a beer, and that's what I'll say. And then sometimes I'll have a non-alcoholic beer on the menu. And God bless menu writers right now. They write NA, which stands for non-alcoholic, next to a beer. And if you're looking at the menu, I'm like, oh, I'll do the Pilsner, but it says NA next to it. And the waitress or the waiter will be like,
so the girl's thinking you're getting intoxicated the entire time, but you're not. You're just fully sober, and she's getting hammered. You're now on your fourth fucking Pilsner, and she's on her fourth martini.
It's one.
That got you.
It's one drink. It's one drink. Either way, I'm not having two. I'm not having two non-alcoholic drinks.
I think it would be uncomfortable for the girl thinking that this person is drinking as much as they are, not knowing that it's a non-alcoholic drink that they're drinking while they're consuming alcohol. That's not very fair.
I'm not having more than one drink, no matter what. So if they want to have 3 glasses of wine and I'm having 1 beer,
but you would withhold that information. You would withhold that information from them.
It depends.
That's a conscious decision to withhold it.
It depends on how the date goes. If this person's like someone I don't really ever care to see again, or just I don't really feel like there's a connection. I don't feel like I need to explain, like, oh yeah, I'm trying this thing where I'm not drinking for a couple months. Like, it's a whole conversation. People stigmatize it. I don't need it. But if the date's going well, and I'm like, oh, by the way, like, oh yeah, no, this is non-alcoholic. I just
think when you see commercials that says like drink responsibly,
that's
just be responsible around the people around us.
That's
too.
not
and
what
I think
this
responsible
means.
is communicating. Like, are you drinking? Or
you're making this sound like I'm like, yeah, no, have another. And
maybe I'm totally wrong. I'm dumb.
You're
I think it was like my gut instinct then. Like,
I understand that perspective may exist for people who are like, yeah, no, have another tequila soda for sure, and then you like spill yours out and drink it. That's not what I'm doing.
So
at all.
okay, now the restaurant that we're going to, let's just take a step back, not even go back to the drinking. You're going to the restaurant. And did you pick the place? Do you look over the menu and you know exactly what you want, or do you sit there going, "Oh boy, I don't even know what to get"?
I mean, knowing me and my dietary restrictions, I am perusing I memorize what I'm going to get before I even sit down. I don't. When I open the menu, it's all a facade. I know exactly what I'm ordering before I get to the restaurant.
Me too.
You got to know.
I rarely sit there and spend a long time
because
on the menu
it's also
I've done my research.
Yeah, and I want to be engaged with the person I'm sitting with. I don't want to have to wait, what is and I'm no, I don't. No,
Yeah.
You got to know. You got to come in confident.
Does she pick the starter or you pick the starter?
I usually try not to do dinner at a first date because then you're locked the fuck in, and it sucks if the date sucks from the first.
So
second.
we're doing non-alcoholic, just drinks or a snack.
Maybe a snack, but
Are you at a high top table? The
never.
bar?
No. I always make sure it's a table, seats, reservation. The amount of people and horror stories I hear where girls will show up to dates and there's no reservation. It's like a crowded bar. They end up having to stand around and do their first date. I think the bar is pretty low. The fact that what?
Do you pay for it or do you split?
Have you ever split a first date?
I bet he has.
You're like, no. Are you nuts?
There's a delay.
I don't think
it's okay. It's a safe space.
I have never ever. I don't think split a check with a girl in my life. Sure, maybe when I was dating a girl consistently for 6+ months, I would maybe let her pay for one in a while. First date,
right.
Out of your fucking mind.
We're talking first dates. No first dates, no splitsies.
No first, second, third, fourth, fifth dates is a girl paying for a meal that I'm inviting her out to. That's
no
insane.
Dutch
What if
ovens
she
on
said,
that?
okay, then what if she goes, I had a really great week.
I'm so glad. Anything that you want, you should go and get it for yourself, but I'm paying for this.
Good line.
Also, what I will say is I do this is controversial. I do like to see what I call the wallet pull, where when the check comes, I want to see an offer, even if it's in jest or in vain, someone to go for the wallet reach. That's nice.
With a woman?
Yeah, on a date, on a first date. I would like an offer, even though I'm for sure going to reject it, or even if they meant it insincerely. I like to see, because sometimes I've been on a date with a girl, check comes, and they just go, cross their arms, stone face, you got this, right? And it's this implied assumption that
What if they don't? Okay. What if it's not just folding the arms, no look, but they're just maybe on their phone and they're just unbothered by it because they just expect you to pay for it?
That's a big no-no.
I would just be no, she just expects me to, and I don't blame her for expecting me.
It's a pretty hot button issue because on one hand, it's feminism in 2025 and women are fully equal, and some women demand that they split the check. I've had a girl who's no, actually I don't feel comfortable with you paying for me, I don't like that. And I'm okay, well that's probably not going to work either, because that's a little too militant about it. I'm not going to date everybody. You just got to find one. That's my whole theory. You got to find one, and that's it. So if it doesn't work with this one, I'll move on to the next one.
Okay.
But I like to see the attempt at the split, even though I am adamant about not splitting the check ever.
I'm with Mike. That little pull is a very nice gesture.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I don't
for date one.
Yes, or at least an offer of oh, do you want to split it, or just some indication that this person is not a entitled, just super rich girl with no worldly.
I don't expect the pull. It's not what I would look out for. It would be the thank you after.
For sure need a thank you. If there's no thank you after
more than the pull. I don't need the pull.
I've gotten a few. I've gotten a few no wallet pulls, no offers, no thank yous.
Damn.
This is this girl. This is just the way her life goes. Things get paid for, and that's how it is.
It kind of fascinates me, some people who just don't say thank you. It's something that's not wired in them.
I think it's how you were raised. I think it's a reflection of the parents.
It has to be. Because I get very sucked into videos where someone gets surprised with a gift and the person's oh my gosh, oh my gosh, but there's not a thank you.
You are very conscious of saying thank you when something happens for you. You say, oh my god, thank you, you're really
I have to.
It's conscious.
Yeah.
I like to say someone. Oh, maybe no, you didn't interview this guy. There's some motivation rich guy I like to follow on Instagram. He said something a long time ago that I think is very true. He just said, if you want to change your life very quickly, say thank you 30 times a day.
Is this that guy? What's his name? Like Itzer, Jesse
Yes.
Itzer, who's like,
No, not that guy. Not that guy.
who's like the big ass calendar guy.
I don't like that guy.
Okay,
Not that
okay.
guy. It's a similar guy to him, but not as cringy and like annoying.
Big ass calendar. Got to do something huge every year, man.
No, that guy.
Jesse,
Jesse Itzler. He like used to live with David Goggins and has like he's been on Rogan before.
He seems like a great dad. He's married to the Spanx founder. I don't like shit talk. He's not for me. But
no,
like
he also he founded Marquee Jets, which is like kind of sick. Very successful. Talks about 50 Cent a lot. But no, this other guy, I can't remember his fucking name. Anyway, he just said, you say thank you 30 times a day. You realize, A, that it's very difficult to find 30 things to say thank you for. So it makes you like go out of your way to like have people help you or you help people. And it's like this attitude of like gratefulness where, you know, if I walked in here and you gave me the well, I don't know if we want to reveal what you're giving me later, but I'm going to say thank you for that. I'm excited to say thank you for that. I like the idea of saying thank you when people give you things. It's wired into me for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just had the Lovesac CEO on.
Oh, sick.
Cool.
Yeah.
How long did he found Lovesac, or
Yeah.
he's just been
25 years ago he started it. He's still CEO of the company. They went public.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lovesac. Yeah, Lovesac was always like the place you would go in a mall just to go sit. Like on the Lovesac's. Now they have like Lovesac couches and beds and
We
stuff.
didn't really have it on the East Coast.
No, I think it's also like after our time of living there.
Yeah, probably. That's when it really started hitting all the malls. Are you excited for a Freehold Mall visit soon?
Sorry, I was sneezing. What'd you say?
We should go hit Freehold Mall soon.
I haven't been to the Freehold Mall in probably like over 10 years.
Is that one mall called like Dream Mall that's in New Jersey? Is that
Yes.
worth visiting?
Yes.
Is that the one on the Turnpike that's been built forever and they never finished it?
No, they finished a crazy mall in North Jersey now.
Is it the one on the Turnpike that was supposed to be the indoor ski resort that opened
Yes.
and then closed and then it's
And there's like
Xanadu
a water
and then
park
it's-
on the inside.
That shit, I
Theme
feel like is
park.
mafia money laundering. It's like since I was 5 years old, you drive on the Turnpike, and they've been building it. Xanadu coming soon, indoor skiing coming soon, mall for 20 years. They've been building it. It's opened, it's closed, it's renovated, it's empty. Is it open? I don't know. Do we know?
I think I'm gonna check it out.
You should. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like the Mall of America, or it's
But
more
not
similar
as
to
big.
Edmonton Mall, the one that's like in Ontario or Edmonton, Canada.
Have you done Mall of America?
No, I've never been to Minnesota. Would love to go to Minnesota.
Dude, the mall in Dubai,
I've been there.
crazy.
I've been there.
Hey,
That's
did you
pretty
see the
great.
Burj Khalifa?
Yeah, I saw the Burj Khalifa.
Did you go up it?
No, I did not go up the Burj Khalifa.
Who's that? Mia's dad?
Nice.
Damn, Mike.
Did you
That's
like
funny.
Did you like Dubai?
I love Dubai. It felt like somebody built a city with the cheat code on Sims.
Yeah.
It's just like with Rosebud. Like, let's put like 100 columns, like as many times as we can on every single building.
There's
it's
no
kind of like
trash cans anywhere.
yeah, no, it is
The
kind of
cleanest city.
It's so clean.
They don't have trash cans anywhere.
So how is it clean if no one's throwing away their trash?
You keep it in your pocket and you throw it out somewhere
It's just
else.
the etiquette of like just being more responsible about your own waste.
Responsible,
than,
respectful.
trusting of spreading it or littering it around.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You want to ask me what? God.
I don't know if I would ever go back to Dubai.
No.
One and
Abu
done.
Dhabi was sick.
I think it was like quite a spectacle of like new stuff, but
I wanna
it
go back
didn't
to
like it didn't capture my heart.
I want to go back to Europe.
Yeah,
Italy.
for sure,
Greece.
for sure. We might be going to China,
Are you?
maybe.
For the Great Wall?
Well, let's go see the Great Wall. That's only in Beijing.
Are you doing the clothing company you've been talking about? You're trying to find out someone to make it for you?
Yeah, exactly. My clothing company that I've been talking about.
You
what
and
are you
Ye?
talking about?
The
What?
thing you and Kanye were talking about doing together.
Oh, bringing
okay.
it back, bringing it back. Genius.
Did you know Pete Davidson got rid of all of his tattoos?
That's not real.
He's in the process of getting rid of all of his tattoos.
He burned all of them off.
That's not
But
possible.
doesn't you still have tattoo removals are possible?
Yeah, but they don't ever really go away. You still see the scars, and there's a little bit of fading.
Because you have to wait, like I feel like months after just one procedure, and then you have to go back months later because that's to heal, and then you keep doing it until the ink has raised its way out of the body and shed itself. Right?
Ooh. Well,
some-
no, I think you
It's like
poop it out.
Poop it out.
I think that's what
Oh.
they. Yeah, that's what happens when the laser it breaks it up. It goes into your bloodstream, and then you poop it out.
His Harry Potter one's pretty cool though. He has a lot of Harry Potter ones, right? He has like all of Hogwarts on his arm.
Not anymore. It's completely gone.
Damn.
You don't
He's
have
in
any
the process of it. I don't think.
you don't have any tattoos.
No,
No.
Neither do you.
No.
Oh, you
I
guys
feel
are
like
rare.
Yeah, I think it's more rare, especially in Los Angeles or big cities, to meet someone without a tattoo than it is with a tattoo. I can't remember the last time I've met someone new that does not have a tattoo. It's every single person has a fucking tattoo. It's crazy.
You never had a temptation to get one?
I walked into a booth one time at a tattoo parlor, like about to do it. I had signed the papers. And
Didn't the guy you were with get one and then you backed out last
yeah,
second?
it was 2 other guys and they wanted to get cool on their hands. And which is still such a stupid idea, but I did not like, they wanted it all in lowercase. And I felt like the O and the L were like very close to each other and it looked like cod and it looked like coal. Like I wanted it to look like it was clearly cool,
right.
and they didn't want that. And then I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, see, that's why we're best friends.
Yep.
Are you guys best friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Mike has closer friends.
You think I have closer friends?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean I have other people that I'm closer than I am with you?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say...
Well, I think because we also have like a good significant amount of work like between us too. Like,
I would say if someone's like, are you best friends with Matt? I would say yes.
yes, 100%. I would say that, but I think that you're closer with some other people than I am.
I think it's just a factor.
You're one of the closest people I have in my life, but maybe I just have like an imposter syndrome of like my intimacy with my friends.
I think it's only because I've known them for like literally 10 years longer, so it might seem like that.
Good point.
There's more time, but if I met you the same time I met like my New York friends, you're on the same level as all of them. I would trust you with my life.
I didn't even consider that. You're right. No, it is true. I didn't even think about it.
It's just
way.
the time factor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Who's your best friend?
Scott from New Jersey.
Oh, I was like, Scotty's higher. I was like, you sure about that? Like, it's like you and Scott are best friends.
Yeah.
Oh, your friend that you talk to every single day?
Still do.
That's awesome.
that crazy?
On the phone,
Yeah.
you call each other.
We talked twice today, yeah.
Isn't that a little insane?
That's a little bit much, Joe.
He's work from home. I'm work from home.
Do you have enough things in your life to talk to someone every single day?
Yeah, let's call him right now.
No.
Are you sure?
I don't want to talk to someone that's like
Yeah.
your best friend.
No,
Knowing you, that's enough.
What's wrong with him? Like, does he have problems or
So he's surprisingly doing great.
is he?
Yeah, no issues.
Damn.
What?
That kind of makes me like, I have certain friends who I actually would like to talk to every day, but I think you create the illusion in both of your minds, like, I don't want to annoy them like every day and talk, but it would be nice. I feel like if we lived in the 80s, it actually would be like pretty normal to like call up your buddy and like shoot the shit. But we live in such a time where it's like beep, beep, boop, boop on our own time.
Did you ever have like, you ever watch Scrubs, the show Scrubs?
I'm familiar with it, but I never just got comedy and medical drama at the same time.
That show is once in a generation. It's unbelievable. So funny and also so heartful, whatever. But the point I'm making is the two main characters in that show, I watched it in high school, and they're like the best friends of all time. Like they got each other's backs no matter what. It's friendship above everything. It's this romanticized male friendship. Also similar, like the guys on the Mars Volta, my favorite band, they also have a very similar, like, they're like soulmates as gentlemen, but then they got, you go have your wives, your girlfriends, whatever. And I always wanted that. I never got it with one friend, so I always would like try to do it with different friends. So, like when I met Matt, I was like, this is my new guy. But then you realize that's a romanticized thing, and it's okay to not have one person that's like your friend for life. It's actually better because you could have way more friends for life. So like,
true,
all these friends that like you think I'm, whatever. I have like 4 or 5 of them, which is even better.
I think it's a good mark of like a good man is like a guy who like is
has
also
good friends.
Yeah, like I can trust you that I'm also not like your only friend, and that you have a whole other bunch of friends that also enjoy you and your presence. That friends that I'm not even close to as
and
well.
Likewise with you, like at your wedding, you have these friends from high school, college that are like, these
all
are
over.
Who's your oldest friend? How long have you known each other for?
My oldest friend, I would probably say, is my friend John. That like I've known since like I was 5.
Before first grade.
Before first grade, that I like consistently see.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I would say. Probably
what about you?
That's my oldest friend.
What's the question?
Your oldest friend. When did you meet him?
That I'm still friends with today?
Yes.
That you can like call up, he'll pick up, and it'll be like nothing's changed. Not nothing's changed. You consistently keep in relationship with
probably
them.
like freshman year of high school. Or sorry, freshman year. Freshman year.
Oh, so you're not tight with anyone that you knew when you were 5.
From childhood.
Like you knew each other when you were little.
There's like 2 friends, but I'm friends with them. I still am great friends with them. I just don't talk to them as much. But it was like I went to a Jewish school and there was 8 kids in the whole class. So like
Growing up, you did?
yeah, like from from kindergarten till 8th grade, I was in a class with no more than 9 kids total ever.
What town was that in?
Makes a lot of sense.
What town was that in?
In Twin Rivers, New Jersey.
Oh.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like school. That sounds just like daycare.
It
Like,
was, I mean, it's a little odd. There was
Boys only?
It was, no, like 4 girls, 3, 4 boys. Every year there'd be like one who comes or leaves.
You're all the same age?
Yeah, it was me, Josh, Elliot.
Your whole graduating class?
Yeah, straight up. It was like me, Josh, Elliot, Daniela, Danielle, Toby. Like, it was like 8 kids my whole life. But then you go outside after school and then you like go to the park and you play with other kids. Oh, you go to public school? Wait, how many kids are in your class? 500 kids in your class? It was insane to me.
Yeah, it had to have been a huge culture shock.
Yes, but like Josh, I ended up living with after college in Hoboken. Still great friends with him. My other friend Matt.
Would you want that for your own kids though, to go to a school that small at
No,
that age?
I think it's a little weird because some of the kids were like really weird and had weird families, and like my parents were like, don't worry, that's not normal, like you don't have to be friends with them, like, because when you're in a private school there's just like, it's a little too tight.
In kindergarten, my school was like AM PM. I only went to school half the day in kindergarten.
So was mine.
Because the city was just like booming during the time, and there wasn't enough room to accommodate all the kids at the elementary school. So it was AM PM shift, and when I would go to this other woman's house and she would take care of us with a bunch of other kids. But it's just weird looking back, like my kid only got half an education, which was, and I asked my parents about it and they go, it was a little like,
Wait, till what grade?
No.
just kindergarten.
Oh,
Kindergarten-
it's not an education.
They're trying
That's,
to acclimate you to school.
I know. Yeah, I guess so.
I think you're also too young to be that far away from your
Is kindergarten required? Or just like first grade, truly the first grade?
first grade is the first. I think kindergarten is optional.
how old are you in
Oh.
first grade? 6?
5 and 6. Kindergarten
That's
is
kind of
4
nuts though. If
4
you
and 5.
if you grow up like in a household till you're 5 and then we're just gonna put you into a full regimented day with like bells and different, that's too crazy. You got to go to some sort of excuse me, sorry.
Are you all right?
I drank this whole Alani, whatever it's fucking called.
You're drinking caffeine this late.
Yeah, that
I
would
mean,
mess with my sleep cycle.
I got to stay awake for this fucking show. Jesus
I
God.
know.
I'm kidding.
That would kill me.
It's literally a half a coffee.
I took 2 sips before a dinner I went to last night, and it did mess with me.
You guys
Yeah.
are fucking weak.
I'd be up till 4 a.m. just staring at nothing.
How much caffeine is in this? This is
100
like,
milligrams of caffeine is right there on the right.
That's a lot for
that's
this late.
That's less than a half a cup of coffee.
How much is a cup of coffee?
I think 200 milligrams.
Oh, I thought a cup of coffee was like 80 milligrams.
No, it's like 200.
I think it's 200.
Oh.
And the coffee I make's probably a little even
How many
more.
cups of coffee do you have in a day?
Usually just one.
Oh, okay.
Are
but
you a
it's-
coffee connoisseur?
I am a coffee connoisseur and I'm a connoisseur of
I'm
comfort.
gonna leave. I'm out.
What makes
Here's
you
a-
so comfortable?
I know I like comfort. I enjoy comfort. I enjoy.
You like the couch I gave you?
I love this couch. I love wearing like
the
really
one at your house.
Oh yeah. Well, you didn't give it to me. You sold it to me. Let's be real here.
The one that I handed off to you.
Yeah, no, the one that you sold me.
The one that I gave you at a lower rate than I
you
would have
did.
given
You did
someone
give me a
else.
great deal. Yes, I
Are you
appreciate
still
that.
making payments on it to him? Like,
Yeah,
That's
he
what this podcast
He
is.
takes Klarna.
Are you Bitcoin at all?
What does that mean?
Are you still doing Bitcoin?
Yeah, I'm diamond hands on Bitcoin, baby.
What?
diamond hands.
Diamond hands? What
does that mean?
You never let go. You hold on. You just keep holding.
Hodl, baby.
What's your
Hold on
buy-in
to
rate?
dear life.
I don't know what that means.
Would you buy in at?
Oh, I've been buying Bitcoin for years.
Yeah.
I think I first bought in 2017.
What
bought
was
some
it?
Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't know, probably like $5,000 when I bought it.
Was that in 2017? It was it was like $8,000.
What would you sell it at?
Because I remember like people were like, it's never gonna go under 10 ever again. And then I remember like buying it around 10, and then for years it was like under 10, and then it got back.
And then did you keep it?
Mm-hmm.
You still have?
Yes.
The
My
the
best
lowest-
investment was Dogecoin completely.
What'd you do? Can you say it? Come on.
I always like forget how much I bought, but I bought, let's just say, like thousands of $Dogecoins for
Pennies.
$50,
Or like fractions of pennies.
and it's like has now turned into like $6,000, $5,000.
And you still have it or you sell it?
Yeah, I still have it.
What are you waiting
Yeah.
for?
The lowest Bitcoin
I think
price
it'll go up.
The lowest Bitcoin price in 2017, Bitcoin was $775 in 2017. That was the lowest.
And you bought it then?
No, I think I bought it when it was around like $4,000 or $5,000, maybe even 2,000. I don't remember. I didn't buy that much, and I'm not like going to retire off of it.
Yeah.
I wish I fucking did, like everybody else did. But
I know. I remember in college, people would do informative speeches about Bitcoin when it was like $500. And I remember being like, $500 for one coin? Sounds ridiculous.
yeah. Oh, and Ethereum is when I bought a lot of when it was cheap. I
Ethereum
remember
hasn't come back at all, though.
No,
But
I mean,
people
there's
say just to still hold on to it. I was also big about Litecoin.
Yeah, everybody
Dude,
was.
Litecoin, I feel like I made like $3,000 on, and like then I think I sold it. I don't know. I can't remember. I did well. I had a fun time with Litecoin, but it's never come back.
You like Elon Musk, right? You're a big. You liked what he did at the inauguration.
Only as of a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
heart goes out to you.
I love my Tesla.
Are you gonna sell your Tesla now?
I have been grappling with this morally, spiritually,
There's
financially.
plenty of electric cars out there.
There is. So here's how I'm thinking about it, and I'm open to being wrong here and changing. Tesla already has my money because when I bought it, I financed it. So the bank paid Tesla, and then I'm now paying the bank. So if I sell it now, it's not like I'm taking any money out of Elon Musk's pocket. Like he already has all the money for the car. I'm just making the payments to the bank. So if I keep making the payments, it's not like Elon's making more money
You're
from
in
me.
Elon culture by like having one.
It does really feel like disgusting. Like when I look at the T, I think of it as the other symbol.
Yeah.
I did test drive a Honda Prologue over the weekend.
Mike, that is so crazy. I feel like I just all in my head, all I wanted to bring up was saying you should test out the Honda Prologue.
I went and did
I
it.
saw it last night on the road, and I'm like, that's a great looking car.
It is.
It's pretty on the higher end prices for Hondas.
It's a little expensive. It's also the.
It looks great. It looks like a little Evoque
It's
too.
the GM. What's it called? It's like a remake of one of the GM SUVs.
I love the logo on the back, or
It's
the way
nice.
like Honda is spelt out.
It looks like futuristic.
yes.
Yeah. So I test drove it.
And the screen is huge. It's bigger than the screen in my car.
And it's got Apple CarPlay wireless. It's got another screen in front.
Please get it.
Well, I thought about it, and I'm looking at it, and I also have the Rivian.
And it's reliable to Honda.
I know. Rivian, though, that's the one that I'm going to get in 2026.
Yeah, but Rivian, same thing with Tesla. Is like one little thing goes wrong, you have to send it away for like months.
No, nothing's going to go wrong.
Okay.
Carly's tweet was funny, though, too. Carly was like, she tweeted, if I sell my Tesla and then get my Rivian, and then the Rivian CEO does the salute, I'm just going to kill myself. It was another banger tweet from our co-host, Carly. I have to think about it because, like, the cost of the car gets cheaper over time. If I were to sell my Tesla right now, my monthly payment that I would have paid for, like, the past 2 years of owning it is, like, a fuck ton. I'm, like, losing a lot of money by selling it now.
How many more years do you have left?
I have 3 years left on the loan.
Oh,
the
so
lease.
regardless, you're going to lose money if you sell it now.
No, because Teslas do, well, we'll see if they still retain their value, but, like, we'll see. I don't know. It's still something I'm grappling with. But the Honda Prologue, I did test drive. Tesla does make a good fucking car. Like, it is. There's nothing like driving a fucking Tesla.
Interiors of them are so boring to me, though.
It's
I realized,
boring.
like, when I got inside a Cybertruck for the first time, I was like, oh.
No, Cybertruck
this is
sucks.
Cybertrucks are, but I thought they would be
I flip them off when I
as
see them.
cool on the inside as they are on the outside. And I mean cool by just like, I don't know, the boldness of the design, but it just felt like a normal Tesla on the inside.
Yeah, no, Cybertruck is like, I think, the beginning of the end for Tesla as a company. They're collapsing. Their sales in Europe are falling. They're year over year. They have their first quarter ever where I think they sold less cars than the year before, plus all the shit Elon's doing. I think the board is either going to fire him, which is, I would hope that the board just fires Elon Musk.
Do they have the power to do that?
100%.
Yeah, that's what happened to Steve Jobs.
He got kicked out of Apple, and he started the company.
And then
And
went
then
off
didn't
to
he go
found.
back?
He went to founded Disney Pixar.
Yeah,
and then
or,
went back.
well, no, Pixar. He
He
founded
founded
Pixar,
Pixar.
and Disney
and then
bought
Disney
them.
bought Pixar.
And he also founded Next, but then Apple was struggling, and then he went back, and then he came out with the iPod.
But in Next Bomb,
Yes, Next did not do well at all.
What was next?
Just like a computer
it's an
company.
academic like computer. Macs were mostly for in schools, Macintoshes, and
Yeah.
this was supposed to be like a student computer.
But it
desktop
didn't,
computer.
It didn't do that well. But then he came back to Apple, and they were really struggling, and they had like 45 products that they were making. And he was just like, this is too many fucking products. We're going to make one MP3 player, and it's just going to be the best MP3 player that humanity has ever seen. Spent like a year or whatever it was on building it, came out with the iPod, and that's when like the Steve Jobs era came out in 2001.
Gonna put 1,000 songs in your pocket. What?
Dude, I love that little shuffle. It had no screen on it or anything.
Oh,
it
that
was
was
just
my
one
least
button.
favorite one.
No, that was the best.
Why
Bring
would
it-
you want to not know what song is playing?
It's on-
I bought a shuffle when I was in college.
What is
It was
wrong
the
with
So
you
I would take
people?
it on like runs and stuff.
But you
Yeah,
can't pick
bring
what
it to the
song
gym.
you-
You're at Retro
yeah,
Fitness.
but you wouldn't have all. You would just have legit all of your favorite songs on it, but
So
not.
like everything was a banger.
Yeah, everything was a banger. It was actually kind of great.
My
it was
favorite.
it was literally this big. It
when
was so light.
When they came out with the iPod Video, I was like, that's it. We peaked. Humanity succeeded. I can watch a video in my hand. Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you ever have a sidekick? Or do you remember
Yeah.
Cybico?
Cybico.
It was kind of like a sidekick, but it was like that screen.
They
you
had
could-
them at GameStop.
Yes, and you can message other Cybicos.
Yes.
That was sick.
I remember those.
No, I don't know that.
But yeah, iPod Nano, because my dad had like the iPod Video, and I was not allowed to have the iPod like video big one, but I was able to
Why?
get the Nano that had video.
They thought you were gonna watch naughty stuff on there.
No,
Matt.
it was just too expensive because they were like what $300.
It was
like
expensive.
buying a new PlayStation for you to carry around. Like the Nanos were more responsible in our price range as kids.
That's when I learned how to download videos and like convert them into the right codec and file type for.
Do you torrent?
Oh yeah, or no,
Had
never.
Pirate Bay, all of that. I never knew how to torrent. I could never do it. I never
never got into
understood.
I never
torrent?
understood it either.
I would do Napster, LimeWire, all of that, but
I didn't do that
ripping
stuff.
torrents and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you weren't a Cedar or a Leecher. You didn't have different
Oh
clients.
yeah, Cedar. I remember all my friends' older brothers were able to do it. But
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget. I used LimeWire to download a music video by the band Goldfinger, and I was
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
impress my mom. I'm like, you gotta watch this. Like all the music videos on MTV are now on the computer.
And
After like an hour and a half of downloading, it finally hits 100%. I go, you gotta come see this. Double click it.
No.
porn.
Two lesbians going at it, completely naked.
Oh my
Goldfinger.
god.
Oh.
Oh, Goldfinger. That's
Yup.
pretty good.
They got me.
Did your mom say, "What the fuck is this, Joe"?
It's weird. We've had so many like sexual instances like that where we just don't talk about it afterwards.
You and your mom?
Yeah, I went to Planned Parenthood and got a bag of condoms.
I
once,
remember this. Yeah.
And she found it behind my bed, and she was making my bed for some reason that weekend, and never talked about it.
Still to this day.
No.
What happened after the
did
Goldfinger
she-
video? Did she say anything?
She went back in the kitchen. We didn't talk about it.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do?
Just-
How
yeah,
old are you?
like-
Like 12, 13?
Yeah, I had to be 13.
Yeah. That was the dark times of the internet when you would download, Jeopardy, and then it's just the worst video you've ever seen. It's like a beheading video or something. And
Oh
Yeah,
my
I don't think I would
God.
like. I wouldn't freely download. My parents would let me freely download on Napster and Morpheus. I would tell my dad what I wanted, and then he would go and find it for me.
Really?
Oh my god.
My dad
parents
like
had-
showed me all of that, like when I was young. Like
Was
I'm
he
talking about
tech-savvy like
illegally
that?
downloading stuff. What?
Was he tech savvy like that?
Yes, super tech savvy.
That's-
Oh yeah.
No,
My
I
dad
was-
My dad could also figure out how to get like DVDs, extracting the file, putting that on the iPods, and all of that, getting that
Oh,
on the
yep.
computer without having to have the
DVD, yeah,
in
where
it.
you rip the DVD onto your computer and then
Yeah, he was big about doing that.
and there was two different file types. You could do the full DVD image where it would have the menu and the behind the scenes, or you could just extract just the video itself.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember DVD menus? That's an era we
Oh,
don't
and there
have
would be
anymore.
like Easter eggs and
Yeah.
stuff on them.
And it would just be like the theme song of the movie on a loop with like a scene from the movie and
Oh yeah, bonus features, all
Yeah.
of that, outtakes, bloopers,
Love a good DVD.
commentary. I do love
what do you got there?
commentary.
Do you remember this solid movie from
Yes,
the 2000s?
the new guy.
Guess who I had on my podcast?
The guy?
DJ Qualls, the guy.
Whoa.
Crazy.
He was also in that movie The Core. He's like the hacker.
Yup.
And I
He's in
remember
Hustle
he-
and Flow. He's in Road Trip.
Yeah, the new guy. And Zoe Deschanel's in that movie too.
No, Eliza. Oh yeah, she is. She's not
Yeah.
even the main guy.
And
Main girl.
Yeah. Fucking now. And then it's not, who's the guy fucking in it? The other comedian
Griffin?
guy. Eddie Griffin.
Yup.
Yeah.
Broke dick.
Broke dick.
Broke dick.
Oh, nice pop-up tent. And then what did they? What song did they? At the end of that
we
movie,
got the funk. Is it? It was funk.
it was fun.
Something about funk.
Do it now. It was like kind of James Brown stuff.
Yes. You never seen that movie? Oh my God, New Guys.
It's about
one
a
of the
kid
best
who
2000s movies.
gets embarrassed so hard in front of one school, and so he decides to get himself arrested, go to jail, and become this bad boy, and then arrive at a new school as like a new identity. So he's like the new guy,
And
he's
then
a
the
bad
old
boy.
school finds out where he is. The old bully meets the new bully. They come together. They try exposing him. It's so good.
That kind of sounds like a movie idea I had once. It's a terrible movie idea, but it was about these like two dudes who win the lottery, but they're losers and they don't know how to meet girls and they can't talk to girls and they have all this money and they like go to bars, they keep getting turned down and like, no, girls will talk to us. So they would buy a fancy car like a Lamborghini, and then if they see like a hot girl at a stoplight, just like crash into the girl like to cause an accident, and then they're forced to exchange numbers, and then it's like
This
like,
is a movie idea, or this is a movie?
no, a movie idea that I had that we never that never came out. and it's like it's the guys have to crash into a girl like at a stoplight, just cause a fender bender, exchange information, and then it's like, well, we should probably meet up to like talk about the details, take them out for coffee, and then that's how
And
they
they
try
get
to
drinks, but they drink non-alcoholic beers. And then she's having an alcoholic one.
Who's the star of this film of yours?
I mean, I would probably be in it if I could.
You and Sean William Scott?
No, we'd have to. I mean, I was like in freshman year of high school when I had this idea for a movie, so I don't think it would work now. But yeah.
Are you watching the Academy Awards?
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
Who's winning Best Picture?
The
The
Brutalist.
Brutalist. It should win Best Picture.
I think it hasn't been out for long enough. I think the not enough people will have seen it.
In
But
the
everyone has to
Academy?
watch everything before they vote.
They
don't?
don't have to. It's about 10,800 members in the Academy, and every member of the Academy votes for Best Picture. For all the other categories, I'm pretty sure it's only editors vote for editors, actors vote for actors. All of that is like grouped up.
Oh.
The Best Picture is everyone in the Academy, and it's a preferential ballot. So they have to then rank the movies from 1 to 10. Correct?
I don't know the answer to that, but
And if 50% of the votes of a picture have number 1, it wins Best Picture.
but I don't think there's any way to prove if everybody's seen all the movies.
No,
Like,
it's not. They get sent screeners. They all get access to watch the movies. They all have files that are in like a Google Drive where they can watch everything that is nominated.
but that's why you see.
But I hope they all see The Brutalist. It's going to be
theaters.
such a bummer if everyone's like, "Oh, I saw Wicked. It was good."
Oh God,
Wicked was good.
Amelia
it was very
Perez.
great. But I think in terms of cinema, The Brutalist.
Who directed it?
Brady Corbett.
yeah, just like dude.
He used to be like a child actor. He was in that movie 13 with Evan and Rachel Wood. He was
Such
in
a good movie.
He was in that. He was in Funny Games.
Yes, he also directed movies that I've never heard of. Vox Lux. You ever heard of that movie?
Well, he's a young guy. I bet it's like.
I know, but it was like a Natalie Portman movie that came out that he directed, and nobody saw it.
Oh.
And I think he did one other movie that some people saw. But that's Joe. That's why you see on billboards as you're driving around for your consideration, because the people that are voting drive around LA and they're like, oh, maybe I should see that movie, or like,
Consider
maybe I
them-
should watch that.
Oh.
This is also
What?
very hot take.
Spill it.
I think this is why Beyonce won the Grammy, because the Grammys is also, I think, similarly, it's like 1,300 people.
No, it's
No,
Or
it's
more.
13,000. Sorry, 13,000 people. Whoever's in the Grammy Academy, the music, whatever, and they all vote similarly, but it's only a certain number of people that vote. It's 13,000, whatever. And on that Beyonce album, there was so many people that worked on it. There were so many writers, producers, features, maybe not features, but like writers and producers. There's a lot of them versus like a Billie Eilish and Phineas. It's just the two of them. They didn't work with that many other people in the music industry. But if you were like in the studio with one of the Beyonce tracks and that's your producer, you're going to vote for your friend. And a lot of it, I think, is like, who's friends? Who are you working with?
All politics.
Not politics, but it's more of just like, how many people did you work with this year? How many people are going to be invested in your win? Doesn't mean she doesn't deserve it, but I think those kind of award shows also, like, even with Best Picture, it might just be which movie had the most amount of like friends working in that movie, and if it's a big number, then that movie's going to win. That's my little theory.
But
That's
look,
a hot-
Parasite, fully Korean film. I
Yeah.
mean, but with a little bit of like a American studio, but like behind it, I can't remember which one. But I don't know, that one as a foreign film, first one to ever come in and win Best Picture.
Yeah,
It being
I don't know about
recently.
Best Picture. I might be wrong about this whole thing. It's just, again, just a theory.
No, it's
I'm
a
not,
good theory. I haven't heard that one yet.
I'm not in these industries, so I don't really
Will
know.
you watch every Best Picture that's nominated?
Definitely not.
Oh, I think that's kind of the fun of it.
It is. I haven't seen that many movies this year, though.
Oh.
But The Brutalist, I mean, it's a heavy. I told Adam to watch it, and he went and saw it, and then he was like, brother, that was, like, I don't know if I like that. And I was like, no, you liked it. Trust me.
Oh, it was great. It's really long. It's like 3 hours and 45 minutes with a 15-minute intermission.
Might
Yeah.
be checking out already.
No.
Oh, dude.
After like an hour and a half, bang, picture on screen, intermission, 15-minute break.
Okay.
You go out, you chat with your friends, you think about what's going to happen next, you get a drink, you get some more popcorn, sit back down, boom, second half of the movie. It's like a full immersion
You
experience.
feel like you live a life with it.
Okay. I'll take a
Highly
look at it.
recommend.
I'll take
There's
a
no-
look
there's
at it.
no,
I
like,
think he should win for Best Actor as well.
There's no like superheroes or explosions or, brand placements or anything that
No
you would
Mark
like.
Wahlberg.
No Mark Wahlberg.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
for Joe.
No
that's
Topher
who's
Grace?
out.
No, unfortunately, there's no no brands that are integrated into it. Not a lot of Coca-Cola products, but I think it's still worth watching. You know.
Are you watching Bachelor?
No.
We should put Mike on The Bachelor. Submit him for The Bachelorette.
If there was a Jewish bachelor, I would.
Sorry.
Too short?
Too old?
No, too old.
29? What do you mean?
Dude, like
You'd be on the top of it,
32, I feel like usually is like the oldest.
But I'm a young 35.
What makes you a young 35?
Look at me. Listen to me.
But I don't think, Mike, you wouldn't like it because they show the person's age every time their name comes up on it, and they would frame you as being the older guy.
That's your trope.
Like,
no.
I think you would get on being really confident, and I'm worried for you. I want to think you would find love. The show would frame you in a way that you wouldn't like.
I'm saying I want to be the guy with 20 girls. I don't want to compete with a bunch of other Jewish guys for one Jewish girl. That's a nightmare.
Oh, then you're too old to be The Bachelor.
Why?
Yeah.
There's 26-year-old, 28-year-old.
You have to wait probably until you're the golden bachelor.
What about...
Because you should be married by now.
I think it's perfectly reasonable in 2025 to be in your mid-30s and
Do you
still
think you have
single.
enough like the only thing that would drive me crazy about being the bachelor is all the times they're like talking to the camera and it's the same shit every year. They're just like, I just feel like I have a really good connection with her. We just need to see where things go. It's like the rehashing it out over their feelings with each person and trying to find the connection.
I think America
it's
would...
just like I would just burn out on just talking about the
relationships.
Yes, because I feel like you would
America would
already
hate it.
know after night one. I feel like you could figure out at least who your top 4 girls are,
It must be such a trip.
and then by week 2, you know who you want to pick. I think.
Yeah, but then as time goes on, you find out who's dramatic. You find out how they really are.
Yeah.
Oh, you threw a glass of wine at Becca the other night? I don't know about that, lady. I thought we were cool.
Too far.
Have you had Nick on this podcast? Nick Vile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think America would hate me as the Bachelor. People be like, this guy fucking sucks. Why are these girls even trying to get with him? Like, what is... Because
What's up, ladies?
Yeah. What's up, girls?
It's
How you
me,
doing?
Date Mike. How's it going? Oh, guess who's coming on my podcast?
Michael Scott.
I wish.
Hold on. I had a joke. Oh, I got on The Bachelor, and they go, and here's the check, and I go, wait for the wallet pull. Oh, no wallet pull? You're out of here.
Do you are you familiar? I don't even know if it's still on TV, but that MTV dating show. I think it's MTV.
Next.
Are you the one?
No.
I was scouted out to be on that show. Like I was approached and they asked me to be on it, but I would had to have given up my entire summer to like be on it, and I just didn't want to do it. But the premise of the show is all the contestants, a bunch of guys, a bunch of girls, fill out like a personality like test, and then they are all put in the house, and you are actually a true match with somebody in the house, and you have to figure out who your true match is. And if you really figure out who it is, and you fall
Based
in
on who
love-
they think my match is? Like the producers
you both
would guess?
took like an identical like survey,
Sure.
and they believe
So
that
someone does a matchmaking
someone
for
is
me?
a match, and you got to like flirt
Yes.
around and figure out who your match is.
Yes.
But you also might not be like physically attracted to them, but
No,
you think you could figure out who
I
the
think I
match
could
is.
figure it out because I do think, for whatever reason, I think people think that I like a type of person, and then when I get set up, it's usually not the type of person that I actually like. Not saying you've done this, but it's happened before. We're like, oh, Mike, you would love this girl. She's so great. And then I'm like, this is who you think I would like? Like, come on, man.
I guess so.
But I feel like I know if I were to fill out that survey, I'd be able to pick.
Gotcha.
Can I go pee, or do you want to wrap this up?
Then
We
sometimes
wrap
I
it
don't think like people should be paired with their perfect match.
Right. You want a little bit of
Like,
friction.
yeah, you want to have opposites. You want to be different from your partner. If you guys like the same thing and react to things the same way, or like,
it's you want to grow and learn from the other person,
Yes.
not just be the same as like a
right.
yeah.
Right.
We're going to find you love this year. This is it.
I think so too, Joe.
If there's any ladies out there,
Who Jewish?
You think there's a Jewish woman in her
6'3".
Okay.
What else do you need?
6'3"? It might be a little out of
Rare.
I did match with a 6'4" Jewish basketball player.
Did you meet?
No,
Why?
because Matt's 6'4". It's a little tall for me.
That'd be hot.
I don't know. I think it's like
No.
what?
Or 6'4". I wouldn't. I mean, all respect. I mean, a person of your height, I don't think. My only thing is like people would talk about it.
I know.
Like
no,
everyone
I know.
would be like, "Have you seen Mike's girlfriend? Like, she's 6'4".
It's a
and he's
novelty.
like,
It's a novelty. But I'm sure she might be a great person. I'm just like,
Is that a Curb episode? Does he ever?
no, but that could be like.
That'd be really good.
I get
with
it. She's
someone who's
tall. We
tall.
don't need to talk about it. She's got a great personality. She makes me food. It's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching another episode of Lightweights, everybody. Make sure to also check out our podcast. And make sure to follow Joe on social media. Check out his YouTube channel. Check out his Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You have any paid subscriptions you want people to sign up for?
My live journal just went active again, so if you guys want to check that out, please.
Sick. geocities.com/Joe for show.
In my Exanga, can't forget that.
Oh yeah, my Zanga account.
And make sure to hit the subscribe button if you guys liked it. So thanks so much for coming by, Lightweights.
Doodles.
We'll see you next week, everybody.